everyone, welcome back. Glad you're here. I'm out of bread, so I'm just gonna get right to it. We're gonna make some bread. I'm gonna show you exactly how easy it is to make delicious artisan bread. It's not necessarily a sandwich bread. It's more of a crunchy on the outside, soft on the inside type. I have eggs and bacon in my fridge. I'm starving, I haven't eaten yet. So I want to make a nice loaf of artisan bread, slice it up and have it with some eggs and bacon a little bit later when it's done. It's just going to be a tablespoon of yeast. For those of you who think that might be too much, the typical amount is a packet, which is 2 1/4 teaspoons, which is a third, 3/4 of a teaspoon shy of a tablespoon. So I just use a tablespoon. I buy my yeast in bulk. I'll put the link in the description. I get it off Amazon. I just put it in airtight mason jars and keep it in the refrigerator. Okay, tablespoon of yeast. I also do a tablespoon of salt. I know that sounds like a lot, but trust me, as you get older especially, it's delicious. My kids even love it. They noticed when I started adding a little more and they really enjoy the flavor. It's not too salty, I promise. You don't have to, but I am going to add a tablespoon of sugar, and this just feeds the yeast. But you don't have to add this. You can barely taste it. It does add just a teeny tiny little tish of sweetness, barely even noticeable. But it's absolutely perfect for the yeast. It feeds it. And I'm gonna fluff up my flour a little bit, not too compact. And we need 3 cups of flour. All right. I'm just going to give this a stir. I need an apron. Maybe I'll get myself an apron here one of these days. Alright, nice little stir. I just use a whisk for that so it kind of incorporates a little air into the flour. You don't have to. And then a 1.5 cups of warm water. You don't want it hot, you'll kill your yeast. Just warm. I've done this so many times that I know the perfect temperature just by touching it. I have also previously used my yeast yesterday, so I know that it's living and it's good. Otherwise, I would proof the yeast before I add the flour and all the other ingredients, just so I'm not wasting all that good flour. But I'm confident that this is fine. And then we're just going to stir it all together. You want to mix it so that there's no dry flour left. And it literally is this simple, you guys. It really is. Even a beginner can do this. And I just can't, oh, it smells so good already. I just can't wait. This is my absolute favorite. I swear I could live on this for the rest of my life every day. Just eggs in this bread. That's how good it is. Okay. It's all mixed up. There's no dry flour on the dough itself. I'm going to cover this with saran wrap, and it is going to go in the oven with the light on. The oven's not on, just the oven light is on for about an hour until it doubles in size. And then we'll come right back here and I'll show you how simple it is to throw it in the oven, and it'll be done. After that, it'll be done in about 30 to 35 minutes. So I'll see you right back here. All right. It's just about doubled. So oven is preheating to 450 degrees and my Dutch oven is in the oven. Warming up, because we want that to be good and ripping hot, just like the oven. All right. So I'm gonna put my parchment paper down. Turn it over against the roll so it stops curling in. And then I'm going to flour the top of this. Hopefully that's not super loud on your end. My neighbor just started mowing. All right. More flour on top here. And then I am just going to, I know it's hard for you to see if I put it in my lap, but I want you to be able to see it. So I just take it and I fold it over itself, smush it down, and I do that about 3 or 4 times, maybe 4 or 5 times. I'm just trying to make it shape it into a ball, basically. Make it a little more, I don't know, smooth is the word I'm looking for. That's all you really have to do. There's no extra kneading, none of that. All right, and then I'm just gonna take another little bit of flour, just a teeny tiny little bit, at the very top here, just so it doesn't stick to the towel. So we're gonna cover that up while the oven preheats. Once the oven is done preheating, I'll meet you right back here. We're gonna pop her in the oven. Oh, I can't wait, it's so good. Okay. As you can hear, the oven is preheated. And the dough has puffed up a little bit. I could have let it sit a little longer, but full disclosure, I am starving. I have not eaten all day. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I literally have not had a single bite to eat. Coffee and water, that's it. So I'm getting a little hangry and I want to get this in the oven. I'm going to rehydrate this just a little bit on the top, just because this will add a little extra steam in the oven, in the Dutch oven, which is what we want. That's what gives it that nice crispy crust. I don't have a fancy bread razor blade, so I just use my X-Acto knife that has never been used on anything else. And I just like to score it. You don't have to do this. I just do it because I like it. So you can do it if you like it too. All right, now let's get this bad boy in the oven. A little trickier when your wheelchair is in the way, but we make it work. Woo, my pans are smoking. All right. 25 minutes in the Dutch oven and then 5 or so minutes with the lid off so that it can brown up and crisp up really good. I'm so excited. I'll meet you back here when it's done. Hair up, hair down, hair up, hair down. I had to put it up for a little while. I made some bacon. I caved. I couldn't take it any longer. I was too hungry. Which, I mean, I was planning on making that anyway, but I was going to have bread with eggs and bacon. But I started getting so hungry that I just made some bacon, already ate it, and now I'm just waiting on the bread, and I'll probably just have a couple slices of bread and that'll be it for the day. But that's what I want. It's just so delicious that that's all I really need. I love it. Let's check on the bread. Oh. Okay, oh my Lord, y'all. This smells so good. I can't wait to eat it. Doesn't that look good? Ugh, so delicious. Where's my mitt? So this is what I do because I'm impatient, but I also, one of my absolute favorite things on this planet, besides my children and grandchildren, is a nice hot slice of fresh bread right out of the oven with butter on it. It just doesn't get any better than that, I don't think. Look at the steam. Look at that. It's hot. Oh my God, it's so good. And that's it. That's how easy it is. What takes the most time is just letting it rise and letting it cook. That's it. Everything else is you're just throwing in a few ingredients, literally 4 ingredients together. If you skip the sugar. With the sugar, it's 5. And it's all stuff that most people have in their kitchen already. I know, like I said earlier, I keep bulk yeast in my freezer, in my refrigerator, because I make bread all the time. I haven't bought store-bought bread in years. I refuse to. It's just loaded with chemicals. And I mean, sometimes those chemicals are delicious. I'm not even gonna pretend like they're not. But as I get older, I'm trying to be a lot more healthy. And I'm also trying to get my kids to be a lot more healthy. So I make a lot of bread. I make for me, but I mostly make for my kids. And maybe at some point I'll start myself a little farm stand and I'll make some for the neighbors as well. Who knows? All right, here we go. Ready? Listen to this crunch. Oh my gosh. Let me dance. Oh man. That is just, you have to make this. I order you to make this. Crusty on the outside. Look at this crust. Look at that. Right? Try not to be rude, but you gotta hear it. And then the inside is just pillowy dough. I mean, it's cooked, but like, you know, it's just pillowy soft. Well, y'all, I hope you enjoyed watching me make this bread. and I hope you make it. You've got to make this bread. It's super simple. It's delicious. This particular loaf, that right there, will last me days. I have these I'm gonna show you these bags. I have these bags that I bought on Amazon. They're beeswax lined because I don't like putting my food in plastic if I can help it, right? So they're beeswax lined with like a canvas on the outside. It zips shut, and then you roll it shut, and then you, excuse me, bread, and then you clasp it. So once this cools off completely, because if I put it in there warm, it'll just steam it and soften it up, right? Once it cools off completely, I will put it in this bag and it will sit on my counter. It goes for at least 3 days. If it lasts me that long, it will last at least 3 days. 3 days in this bag. So I will link this in the description as well, because these are amazing. I have 2 of them. One of them I use for myself, and the other one I send bread home with my daughter, and she just brings it back and I fill it back up. So they're amazing, and I will link them in the description. I hope you guys make this, and if you do, leave me a comment and let me know. Please subscribe. I'm trying to get monetized on here. I'm only 105, I believe, away from 500 subscribers, and that would just mean the world to me. I love you guys so much. Thanks for being here. Can't wait to see you in the next video. Have a wonderful day. Heaven right there. Oh my God.